Hey folks, welcome to Incolore. It's a dating sim. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that Steven hasn't been available to record the dramatical murder uh, let's play commentary thingy we were doing. So that's either going to be slowed down for a while or may have to go on hiatus. This happens sometimes where I don't see him for a while because he gets so slammed at work. So didn't want to leave you in suspense there. And speaking of dramatical murder, we'll get back to that pretty quickly. I just wanted to kind of do something in between, and I also feel like running two games at once. So whenever I do get back to dramatical murder, I also want to run something else alongside it. Maybe that'll be another dating sim or visual novel, or maybe something else entirely. Anyway, without further ado, excuse me. Hmm, this guy looks kind of familiar. Have I met him somewhere before? Oh, this is my first time seeing you. Are you new here? Although he looks really plain, he seems timid too. He's blushing. Oh, blushies. Um, I've recently started working here as a part-time photographer. A photographer, huh? That was unexpected. He doesn't look like one in my opinion. Okay. Didn't know photographers had a look. I mean, maybe if you put a camera on them. I see. Same here. I'm a freelance makeup artist. Hmm. No response? I'll just assume he's the shy type. I need to ask him his name since we'll be working together today. Hey, this may seem abrupt, but yeah? He had me there. He probably couldn't stand the awkward silence a moment ago. I'm in love with you. Huh? Uh, wait. What did he just say? Oh my god, there's a girl in this game. Who would have guessed? Eh? You mean you two just met this morning and he already confessed? Yep. It was really surprising. This is my sister, Melissa. She's a college student majoring in piano. She's also the first person I always talk to about my love life, as she has a keen interest in the topic. Oh. He's kind of extreme, huh? I wouldn't exactly call it extreme, but I guess he's one of those people who mistake a crush for real love. Maybe. Ah, describe him, describe him! Oh, he's not that interesting, no offense. There's something about him that strikes me as familiar, but... Now that's kind of mysterious. Mysterious, she says. I wonder. He's really plain. Oh, you know, black hair, gray eyes. He was just wearing a polo with a shirt underneath and jeans. But he's a college student. Ugh. Sounds really plain to me. See? We both laughed in agreement. There was no malice in it. Sometimes we simply found amusement in the little things, like criticizing other people's appearances and labeling them. But I have to admit that he's kinda cute. Really? Do tell more. Look at her. Melissa, by the way, already has a boyfriend who is a model. Truthfully, my brothers and I didn't really like the idea of her being in a relationship. Okay. But we couldn't do anything anyway. Since she's our only sister and the youngest member of the family, we just let her be. Well, that's big of you, I guess. I think we're spoiling her too much, though. He blushes easily. Now that is cute. And then she sighed and rested her chin on her hands. Unlike Dagger, who almost never shows any emotion on his handsome face. Dagger? His name is fucking Dagger? Okay. Oh, and blushies. Dagger is Melissa's boyfriend, and he is as Melissa exactly described, poker-faced. I chuckled at her reaction, amused. Don't be fooled by their timid appearance, Mace. Are they all named fucking weapons? What took you so long? I'm starved. Hi, Malcolm. My bad. I was cleaning up my room, trying to remove the paint spills from the floor, to be accurate. Again? That's like the 5th time today. You're so clumsy. This is my youngest brother, Malcolm. He's bisexual and a graduated art student. While he's passionate about art in general, his specialty is oil painting. He has joined numerous competitions, several of which he has won. Right now, he's working freelance. As I was saying, do not let your guard down, Mace. Men can be foxes too. And also, be careful with younger guys. They have the tendency to be fucking immature and childish and... God, I want to burn them all. I remember you telling me to try to date younger men. What happened? Let me guess. You broke up with Siam, didn't you? As expected, whenever Malcolm is in a bad mood and he starts lecturing us, it always has something to do with a breakup. 10 points for you, Mel. Tee, I've got like 50 points already, plus 10. So 60. I can do math. You gotta treat me to the new pastry near the subway. Noted. Malcolm winked at Melissa, who was happy to have gotten a treat. Malcolm's the one who's spoiling Melissa the worst. So, what happened with Siam? Malcolm's smile turned into a frown and grunted deeply, his brows furrowed. He's no damn good. He's been two-timing me all along. With a female. Ouch. Right? I shouldn't have gone after him. I knew he was trouble. By Taylor Swift. Shut it, Mel. If you knew he was no good, you should have avoided chasing after the guy then. Well, sorry. Curious cat here. Meow. Malcolm's bisexual. He's gone out with more guys than women. I've already lost count of how many lovers he's had. Take a break, Malcolm. Nah. Anyway, be smart, Mace. Plain guys can be aggressive and violent once you know them, especially younger ones. Yeah. If I hadn't agreed, Malcolm would have just kept going on, and that's the last thing I want. Yo, where's Dave, by the way? He said he'll be coming home late today, so let's just eat without him. Roger that. After we had dinner, we all retreated for the night. Okay. Wow. Where's your computer, dude? Okay. I'm beat. I threw myself on my bed and curled up. Every day is a slog. Working freelance is exhausting. Always juggling multiple jobs at once and managing time was no easy task, so to speak. Yet, I'm forever grateful for the opportunity. I wanted to take a nap, so I closed my eyes, just in time for someone to knock against the door. Mason. I recognized that voice. I sleepily mustered mine to formulate an answer. Yeah, come on in. Okay. A tall man with a stern face entered. The light made his green eyes stand out. Hi, David. I greeted with a grin. This is David, the oldest among us siblings. He's an established conductor who has performed all over Europe, with particular success in France. He's engaged to a French woman, and their wedding will be held next year. Here. What's this? He handed me a white paper bag, to my surprise. I peeked inside and found a sweater in beige. What's this now? Are you going to start spoiling me too? I playfully teased. Even though he wasn't exactly the joking type. Just saw that and it reminded me of you. The usual excuse. David has never been very expressive. but he's always sincere. Thanks, Dave. I smiled at him in return. He kept staring at me as if he wanted to say something. Dave? I heard from Melissa downstairs. I acted surprised, even though I already knew this was coming. A lecture. I'll just show David that there's no reason for him to be concerned this time. Don't worry, Dave. I'm not really into younger guys. That's not the problem here. Yeah? You should toughen up. Listen to this guy. He gives extremely vague advice sometimes. Aren't I tough enough? No. What I mean is to stop giving them reasons to prey on you. He can be rather extreme. The word prey is too much, Dave. Hey now, don't make it sound like I'm seducing them. Dave sighed. He probably had nothing else to say to me. You worry too much, Dave. I can handle myself. And I'm always careful. Always, huh? He stared at me as if he wasn't convinced, so I was forced to rephrase my statement. Well, I'm careful. Now. David sighed again, but I knew he'd relent for the time being. That's good to hear. If something happens, don't hesitate to tell us. Aye aye. He bade me good night and finally left my room. I lay down on the bed and took a deep breath. I thought our conversation would last longer. I'm glad I turned out to be wrong. David has this intimidating aura around him at times that makes me unconsciously hold my breath. It probably has something to do with him being the eldest. Giving them reasons, huh? Like Malcolm, I've lost count of how many lovers I've had. This is where we differ, though. I've never been in a relationship with a woman. I'm gay. It has always been men and men alone for me. And just like anyone else, I've experienced the pain of breakups. Be it me or my partner who decided to end the relationship, it always hurts. It always happened for the same few reasons. One, they'd either found a new guy, or much worse, a girl, who made them realize that they weren't gay after all. Two, they'd grown tired of me, which hurts even worse. Three, they were only after sex. Four, etc. I don't even want to remember. The list just goes on. Well, that's humans for you, Mace. Who is Mace? Is Mace Mason? You're talking to yourself? Okay. Okay, I got it. Opening old wounds wasn't always my thing, but I may unconsciously have been doing so. I should probably sleep now. I took a bath, wore my pajamas, and went to sleep without fixing my things for tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. Good night.